Be careful with the stories that you tell yourself, because these stories can really determine whether or not you will take action, or whether or not you will take that leap, either to achieve your goals, or to build your dream life, or to do what is required of you to do to achieve your dreams or achieve your goals and build the life that you want. And very often we tend to catastrophize things. Like, we tend to tell ourselves that it will be much more difficult than it actually will, or it will take much more time than it actually will. And and if we just took the time to start, then we would realize that it's not so difficult, or it doesn't take as much time as we thought it would. But what is important about the stories that we tell ourselves, it's that it will really determine, like I said, whether or not we will take action, whether or not we will even bother trying. And it is so, so important to be aware of that and to be careful with that. And a lot of the times when we find ourselves catastrophizing and telling ourselves that it's going to be way too difficult, or it's going to take way too long, or oh, maybe I'm not capable of doing this, what truly lies underneath those thoughts and underneath those stories very often is a feeling of insecurity. And it's a feeling of not being sure where to start. Maybe it's something that you're doing for the first time and you don't know how to go at it. And it's normal. You've never done it before. But it doesn't mean that it's not worth trying it. When you find yourself feeling those feelings, the solution is not to run away. And it's not to tell yourself that you shouldn't try it and you're not going to be capable of achieving that thing. The solution is to take a second and analyze the situation. Take a second to try to figure out what the first step is, and then telling yourself that you will go from there after that. The solution is not to expect yourself to know everything, to know every single step you're going to have to do before you even start with the step number 1. And it's also important to build this inner trust, to trust that, first of all, you are intelligent. You are very intelligent and capable of figuring stuff out and analyzing and then deciding, okay, this should be step 1, or this is the priority to do, and then we'll figure it out after. And it's also having this trust that you are capable of doing things. You are capable of figuring stuff out, of achieving things, doing things, and of figuring it out as you go. You are a very capable person. You can do things. You need to believe in yourself, to believe that you are capable of doing difficult things, and you are capable of figuring stuff out in your life. And it's also important to prioritize positive and constructive stories. Those stories that you tell yourself, if they are rooted in inner trust and belief that you are capable, they will truly push you forward, pull you forward, instead of those beliefs that will prevent you from taking action or will prevent you from taking that leap. You need to tell yourself the story of, okay, this situation is new to me and I want to do it, but I don't know how to do it. Well, if I take a second to analyze and slowly I figure out what step number 1 could be, I figure out what the priorities are, then little by little, I will be able to get through it and to achieve it, to do it, little by little. So be very careful with the stories that you tell yourself. And remember that they have a lot of impact on you. And they have a lot of impact on whether or not you will take action, whether or not you will even bother trying to achieve your goals, or whether or not you will even bother trying to build your dream life. And also remember that if you want to construct things in your life, you need a constructive mindset. You need constructive stories. So be very careful with the stories that you choose to tell yourself.